a subcontracting mechanic to do all the modifications that we need to make, it's very much illegal.
We drove 5,000 kilometers to get to Lima, Peru's capital, only for the goal of building my dream tuk-tuk to come crashing down around us. This is our 6th country of 23 on our route to Alaska, and with today's news, it's going to be an even more insane feat to overcome than we could ever imagine. This is the 3-wheel dream.
Rightio, here we are, back again in the tuk-tuk, and not a life like this guy in front of me. I truly reckon that I am a tuk-tuk taxi driver. But in this life, we are traveling the world in one. So how lucky are we? We're off to talk to the mechanic again. We've got some kind of bad news, I think, but we're gonna talk it through better with him while we do a bunch of servicing and mechanics on good old Tory here. So that's why we're back in the dirt road streets of Lima, Peru, to try to figure out the modifications that we can do. And I think I want to and need to do it legally. Right, so you saw the situation, legends. We're out front, the mechanics now, and in the last episode we went to almost every business under the sun in Lima that deals with motorcycles to try to get their direct help. We've really got no other choice other than the fact that we can't actually do any of the big mods that we want. We can't engine swap. Literally there's legal ramifications that if I got caught, I'd get in trouble, they'd get in trouble.
Ultimately, this clip here shows what the mechanics wanted. The motor alone, along with all the electronics to install in the tuk-tuk. Very few people can afford such large motorcycles in Latin America, which is why there's so few available. The scarcity also comes with an expensive price tag after we found nothing less than $8,000 US. Keep in mind, that's before all of the other mods like suspension, brakes, chassis stability, which I was quoted by another mechanic to be around $3,000 US.
We're just left with not many options, so we're gonna do everything we can in Peru, but it means we don't have to stay here for 2 to 3 months. You've really seen me the last... What's this?
What are you doing, buddy? You're jumping on top of me.
So nobody's saying that they can help us.
There is no tuk-tuk mechanic in Peru that has undergone this type of engine swap procedure, and risking my brand new 5.5K tuk to install custom mods which could all fail or even be stolen is sadly just not worth the risk.
To keep it short, legends, unfortunately, what we came to Lima to do, we can't get done.
Te va a resistir el golpe.
Entonces, estás pensando de aquí como así.
Claro, así, la misma forma.
Sí.
Un parante acá, hacemos igualito, otro más grueso.
Okay.
Para que tenga fuerza esto. Es que este es débil, débil.
We're getting it kind of sorted. He's just explained to me that we can actually kind of reinforce the top, put somewhat of a roll cage, not so much of a weighted one like we thought with us changing the motor. So, but some light mods, that's what we're here for, keeping everything legal, which is very important.
Girado, así todo el borde. Tú te volteas, va a trabajar este tubo. Sí. No sé, ya esto no se va a hundir, nada. Este tubo va a ser macizo. Nosotros hacemos más en este trabajo porque no se oxida.
Sí, es
este
bueno.
Ni siquiera necesitas pintar ya.
I'm just really telling him I didn't do anything in the 5,000 kilometers I drove to get from Santa Cruz when it's brand new to get here. So I'm really regretting now, knowing that I'm not going to change the motor. I kind of just ram the motor to the limit sometimes, thinking I'm going to change that. Sometimes I'd go over speed bumps like a menace because I'm like, well, the suspension is going to get changed out as well. Brakes too, you know. So welcome to the workshop, guys. We're going to spend the next couple of episodes. They worked with Iron Motors, which is a big distribution company here for the tuk-tuks in Lima. We're putting these ones together currently. Mine's the only tuk-tuk in here that's going to be getting repaired, really. ¿Y qué piensas del motor? ¿Es en buen salud?
Tú ves, por ahora todo está bien, está sellado, no tiene problema, no hay nada. Solamente ahorita hay que hacerle su mantenimiento, sacarle todo el aceite y volver a echar un nuevo aceite, y hay que revisar filtros de este 420, por lo que tiene su calaverita, ¿no?
Sí. No, es muy de estilo, pero esa sería.
Whilst I'm still disheartened after coming so far, I'm in a different frame of mind. A lot of the journey so far, as you've seen, has been highway driving to get here as fast as possible, but at times there were back roads which I chose to avoid. From here on out, I need to change my mentality. I'll do everything I can to make my tuk as safe and as visible as possible, but for the future, I'll chase the path less traveled in search of more culture and adventure like none other.
Gracias, amigo. Gracias, amigo. ¿Cómo es tu nombre?
Franco.
¿Y cómo es tu turito? ¿Cuánto años tiene?
Ya son 5 años que va a tener completo ya.
Ah, muy bien. It's a little spot for some air. Look at this. This is 5 stars back here. 5 estrellas, señor aquí. Right, so right now we're actually going to the bank.
This is en el mismo Western Union, si vas a sacar en dólares, al costado cambian dólares.
Okay, so doors rattle a little bit. Oh, this is wild.
Y ya no sabes lo que pasa. Lo que manda aquí la clave. Este ritmo guaguancó. Esto es lo que existe. Y también está mi chamaco. Nadie nos resiste. Aquí estamos bravos. La chema tan brava. Esta vida es brava. Yo también soy bravo. Por eso lo que repica son los cueros. Aquí lo que suena fuego. Mueve la abuela el pescadero. No mueve la.
So we're really right now going to the bank, getting some money out, and I'm leaving the tuk-tuk with them the next couple of days, and they're going to do the advance. I don't know how this tuk-tuk has driven 5 years like this, but it's going. So we're out front of the bank, we're just getting money out, and he's gonna come back for me, he said. So it's more so I'm not alone, right? Carrying like quite a substantial amount of money. It's Peru, and it's not nothing. But yeah, we're just walking about, so we're just trying to stay alive because we've got a camera in our hand. We are in the back streets of a not so safe suburb. That's how we like it. This has got some smoothies and stuff, and a cake. This is exactly what we want. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué jugos son?
Chicha maracuyá, 2 soles.
¿Y las tortas puedo ver?
Sí.
Yo, look at that. Es de zanahoria. Oh, that's a 10. She said it's 5 soles. It's like next to nothing, man. Tuk-tuk's passing by. This is Peru, ladies and gentlemen. What's a Peruvian carrot cake saying? I think that's a sultana in there as well. Interesting stuff. She's warmed it up. What a legend. A bit dry. Might be a couple of days old, but I'm gonna say solid 7 out of 10. Press. I've gone 2 seconds. Now the line's cooking. Here we are, Franco. Mom, brother. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
It's going to be a bumpy ride.
This is such an experience. I actually can't believe I'm driving one of these vehicles. I'm traveling right now as a local. I drive a vehicle locals drive. That's the most insane part. But right now, it's crazy enough being in the back of the tuk-tuk. It's almost like a roller coaster. You don't know where you're going and what's going to happen along the way. That's loud as where is the volume going from? Latin America. Llegamos, gracias. Gracias. ¿Cuánto es?
Ah, no te preocupes.
¿No? Ah, aquí, amigo. No, aquí. Toma. Amigo. No, es muy divertido. Gracias, Franco.
Lo voy a solo poner direccionales. Esos son direccionales.
Sí, sí, sí.
Prende para acá o prende para allá.
Perfecto.
Y la luz ya aumentó también.
Sí, qué bueno. Qué bueno. Pero me dijiste, estás triste que no puedo poner motor más grande.
Kawasaki,
Ajá.
con eso,
Oh.
y frena.
Estás pensando mucho. Yeah, so none of this is going to be protruding out, and hopefully we'll never have to use it. This is just a in case of emergency type situation. Looking good, Tori.
De día sí nomás puede ser.
Sí.
Eso nomás.
Genial.
De noche sí ya le puedes prender y de cuando ya estás cartera solo, le prendes la barra para que te expanda.
Buenísimo, gracias. In Peru, they don't have seats. The boys just sit down in the tuk-tuks. Sí, va a estar así.
Ajá.
Bajando,
Sí,
perfecto.
esto va a bajar.
Van con una cama adentro.
Cortamos y armamos
They're doing the measurements up for the little roll cage we got going, so we've even discussed now the bed. We're getting the bed installed. That'll be all freaking fantastic. Then we just need to find a tuk-tuk cover, get it all black, and then anytime Patty and I want to pass the night. I don't have to set up a tent. We don't have to find a spot even. We can park in a gas station on the side of like a safe road. We can even be in the suburbs if we wanted. Day one done, that was a successful time. Saying goodbye to the boys. We're gonna come back in a couple days to check on the vehicle and the progress. So they're gonna stay with it. And one of these guys lives near me, so he's taking me home. How good's that? But yeah, it's a big day. very, very much different to just editing and being with Patty. So it's nice to change it up a little bit. Distinto en la noche es.
El güero soy apodado, así me han de conocer. También tengo buenos carros y en Los Cabos me han de ver.
Radio, then check that out. We're having an absolute treat today, aren't we, Miss Pats? I found KFC. It's pretty good, but it is not worth the like $13 US. I had to get a milkshake as well, but this was like a wow original box, whatever, man. But the apartment 17 USD a day. This was 13 USD. Unbelievable. Never again, but it's nice to have a treat every now and then, isn't it, Miss Pats?
How you doing? You doing all right? It's been a very heavy episode of just mechanical kind of upgrades and working through things there. But I want to make sure that you guys know that Patty's doing really well. And the beautiful thing is, in a couple of days, my family's going to be coming through. So literally, I'm going to go to the mechanics now. We're dropping this big backpack bag off, just so we're carrying less stuff. If there's a cat on the road, I can be on the road, surely. No number plate, obviously, not registered, no indicators. We're more street legal than this lad. Ciao, mio. Ciao. I've completely forgot there was a bit of dirt road to get to the mechanics that I've got at. This is a huge cemetery. Just thought before I go off, I'm gonna show it off a bit. And then quite a nice view of the town there. That's the Uber right there behind me. I always usually talk to Uber drivers. This guy wasn't in the mood, so I was just like, cool. The only words really spoke was, apart from when I said, how are you, when I got in the car, was, he is fine, mate. And he's just so confused. He's just like, are you sure? He's just dropping a gringo off in the middle of freaking nowhere, Peru, in the dirt streets. This is always tuk-tuks in some trashy looking places. They got a little bit of a bonfire where they're just burning whatever rubbish they don't need from in there. In that pot, see it smoking away. It's kind of hard to breathe around it, but we're getting closer. You kind of have workshops and then the contrary. Leave me alone. Hey. Just now arriving at the workshop. I've never once seen the tuk-tuk ever like this, with the roof kind of spilled back, but they did a great job getting this roll cage done very fast. He's already showed me how it's fastened. Look how much the tuk-tuk moves. I don't know if the camera's showing that, but that's how strong the new metallic roll cage is. I'm really happy with that. They've got it welded together really nicely and stuck in place. Here with all the welds, incredible. And then back inside, it comes all the way down and then in there. And they're still gonna install one more bar across. It's gonna sit a bit higher, basically like this, the same kind of bend, to just fasten it in place. So that's a huge safety addition, and I'm really happy. So the roof will still sit on this, but this is gonna be the strength right there. ¿Qué tenemos más? Así, probablemente es lo mejor.
¿Así?
So you know it's a good mechanic when they got the solid salsa song playing, but this is a good comparison, right? This is how the backing used to look. This is how the thin rod. This is my previous roll cage, right? And then now that's been already taken off, and we've just got this bad boy. This is all being stripped away where they're making the backrest into a bed. So that's what this is here. This right there, that's gonna sit back here, and they're gonna give me a little headrest up here as well. And then that headrest is gonna be able to come off, and that backrest is gonna go perfectly from here to here. They're gonna add another whole bank that goes right along. My head's gonna go up this end, maybe my feet. I'll figure that out the first night of sleep we get, but I'm just gonna be able to put my little foam mat from here to here. That's kind of the plan, right? Am I gonna be able to freaking fit? I had this idea because the Thai dudes, right? Dudes in Thailand get this modification done all the time to get a bit of a rest together, but what's the go? Look at this, lads. Oh, holy shit. I'm gonna have to curl my feet up, but my fuel tank's probably something, big bags, they're gonna be all at the front, so that's, my feet are gonna be perched up there, curled up. Pillow right here. This is gonna be a whole spot for Patty, and we've got the doors, we'll have the doors closed, we'll have like a mosquito net maybe inside, and on top of that, we'll have the whole little vehicle cover. So hopefully the plan is that it's like a black mesh, so I can maybe see out of the doors still, but they won't really be able to see me at all. So that's pretty much the plan, ladies and gentlemen.
Mira, blanco. Mira.
Ah, sí.
Puertazo.
Sí.
Asustar cualquier animal que ves por ahí.
Sí, tenés razón.
Tú has visto cuando has ido manejando todo se pone blanco,
Sí.
neblina.
Ya.
Ya.
Eso.
Pones luz amarilla
Ya.
y ¡plup!
Ya.
Miras. Estar de nuevo.
Ya.
Sacas, pones, cortante esto. Sacas, pones.
Es cambiando.
Ajá.
Ok.
En la noche cuando es normal, no tiene neblina, no tiene nada,
Yeah.
pones blanco.
Yeah. We're right now looking at some light bars to put underneath the Tuktuk. A couple more LEDs. We're going to get a bigger battery, so we can afford to do this. Maybe a couple LEDs on the front, maybe some at the back. Some safety ones at the back is necessary for sure.
I put a poll to the Patreon members during the real-time update I did a few weeks ago, and they voted green to complement the yellow Tuktuk. So I'm getting pink and green colored light bars separate as underglow. This is gonna look so good.
And just like that, we got lights underneath, purple. Is that a good color? What do you reckon? What color would you have chosen? Let me know in the comments.
Se saca una estructura. Bien, si tú quieres lo puedo sacar acá, o si no más abajo se saca una estructura, por acá sale una estructura.
Yeah.
Dos cosas, lo ponemos bolita o ahí lo pones una wincha para que puedas jalar si tú quieres. Un ejemplo, te quedas atollado, jalas tu soga, la wincha te jala al toque.
Sí, una enfrente, una atrás. We are in the suburbs. They got the lad just filling up their water tank there. They've got these guys doing like an anti-rust paint along the whole of the underside of the tuk-tuk there. And it's red up top, that's cool. We got the drone out, more or less a bit just rustic. You know, you're outside. How good.
Acá es otro lado, hermano, las cosas no van muy bien. Tu madre reza y llora, pero nada se le atora, pues ella no pierde la fe. Y con el tiempo todos se alejaron, fueron pocos que aportaron, pero eso lo sabes bien. Eché más coco a la vida.
Man, that was kind of crazy to see so much trash from the sky. I guess it is what it is, you know, it's a grim day as well. It wasn't getting shown off too well. So it's gonna be looking really contrasty when I've got the Miraflores drone shot, which is the touristic part of the town where the family's gonna be staying with me. That's gonna be looking like night and day compared to this spot, but it is what it is. We're just documenting and I'm showing you what I see.
Más amplio.
Sí, sí. Y así la perita se queda. Well, look at that. Solid day at the mechanics. Frick, man. Goes on forever. So, we're on a little side mission trying to find the bathroom appliances. We broke at our Airbnb a little bathroom switch. When I get back home, I'll show it off, but we kind of just knocked it off. It was already kind of broken, and then when it hit the floor, there was just the door that snapped off. So, try to find the dude that sells a bit of that, but we're currently in the wrong section completely. They were selling dog food back behind me. Obviously butcher's meats, cheeses, vegetables, a bit of everything. It's not a Peruvian market if you don't have the soccer on. Legendary. Chemicals and brooms, cleaning supplies. A couple deodorants, clothing, more clothing. It's like nail salon. Damn, we're not getting much luck. Something like that. That's a tool workshop. ¿Cómo estás, señor?
Algo sí necesito.
He's just told me he doesn't sell the door on its own. I'll have to buy the whole appliance. But
America?
Australia. Yeah.
Nada funciona.
Yeah. Back. ¿Cuánto es eso?
7.
7. Bien.
7.
That's not much. It's pretty cheap. Right. So we just left the market. Check it out. Right. Such an insane sight. Tuk-tuks are waiting all in line, all the way to the light here. I'll walk you up. I got a question. Perdón, señor. Cuando empezás allá abajo, ¿cuánto tiempo llega para llegar al frente?
20 minutos.
20 minutos.
That's a tough time. He's just told me from the moment he gets in line, they'll wait like 20 minutes in their tuk-tuks to get to the front of the line. Basically, the front of the line has priority for people that are looking for taxis to go home, and they'll charge about like $1, $1.50. So they'll wait 20 minutes, they'll get $1.50. They don't own these tuk-tuks, they're all rented by this company on the back. Look at that underglow. Love to see it. All rented, and then they've obviously got to pay fuel. What's good, my brother? Eso es. Muy bien, amigo. Ciao. So you know they got good energy, like they're happy folks, but man, it's hard to make a living out here. So now we just got a bunch of little street carts selling a bunch of food. We actually put an order in for the Chinese across the road. Peru has some amazing Chinese. So that's why we put the order in, went to get the bathroom renovations going, get the PowerPoint, and then now we're gonna pick it up. We're walking home. We do have the drone in my hand. I don't like that. We might actually go back across and get a motor taxi, help these lads out. If it's got a vending machine as well, you know it's gonna serve up some good Chinese. Perfecto, gracias. Here we go then. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Tú sabes el cartel de Chorillo? Es como... No, perdón, es como llegue a izquierda y derecha 2.
Ya tú me indicas nomás para
Ya. ¿Cuánto tiempo estás conduciendo el Torito?
5 años ya.
5 años ya, mira eso. ¿El tráfico no molesta? Es un poco loco a veces.
Ay, sí, el tráfico es bastante.
Ya.
Sí. ¿Vives ahí?
Es un Airbnb. Sí, no es lejos, y estás esperando mucho tiempo. ¿Cuánto cobra?
10 nomás.
¿Cómo?
10 nomás.
Perfecto. ¿Y 20?
Ya 20.
Tal vez 20.
Ya, amigo.
Dale. Ok, gracias.
Es peligroso.
Ya, es peligroso.
Sí.
Por eso estoy como, voy a entrar un mototaxi.
Ajá.
Mejor.
Sí.
Ok, gracias. Cha. Gave her a little tip. She's working hard, so she gave me the price and she's laughing about it because she's fully aware she's doing the gringo price. I know for like a 5-minute drive it should be maybe like 3 or 4 if you're a local. So she was saying 10. I was just like, I'll check you 20. Don't even sweat it. So we get home and we got Chinese, and like she said, it's a dangerous spot with you with the camera, and I'm like, I'm fully aware. What's the little one saying? Just checking out what I got. There's some Chinese. You smell the Chinese? Yeah. Watch out. Look at this little one. Look at the little one. Hey? What are you saying? So good to see you. Alright. Made it home. Made it safe. Got the mechanics getting along well. We'll call it there. Miss Pats, what a day.
Join us on the 3-Wheel Dream next Sunday, where you see Paddy meet my family after they arrive from their 26 hours of travel from Australia. I get to celebrate Dad's birthday, and we do a bunch of sightseeing around Lima together.